Today we get to play around with the items I received in the August Ice Cream Beauty box. If you haven't seen the unboxing, click up here, go check it out. It is already live. Don't mind the hair. We're gonna pick it up in like a crazy bun situation. It's not meant to look attractive, but I just like rolled out of bed, so this is what we have going on. You guys already know the brows are done and the face is like most of it is done, and that is because we are only going to review the items I received in the box. This one I haven't gotten around to trying. I'm gonna set her to the side. I just have so many serums out in the open already, so I am gonna set it to the side. I've never tried that brand, so I'm curious about it. Now I feel like it makes sense to work on the eyes first, but I do want to let you guys know that if you haven't seen my try on that went up yesterday of the bag, the Ice Cream Beauty bag, I had a review on this product here. Yes, it's a full-size brush. It's supposed to be a blush brush. I'm gonna tell you, I used it for my contour, like my bronzing today, and she did a really good job. So I did multitask it instead of the blush. I used it for bronzer and it looks really good, so I'm impressed. But it has a little bit of bronzer in it, but I'm gonna use it for the blushes they included in the box, because why not? Okie dokie, artichoke, we are going to prime the lid. I'm going to use Gerard Cosmetics Clean Canvas in Light. This one's almost finished, so I need to replace her. By the way, they will be having a sale starting next week. So if there's anything Gerard Cosmetics you've been wanting to snag, that is the time to do it. I will always have the link in the description box of all my videos, but if you want to snag anything now, I do have a link and a discount code you can use on their website. I highly recommend their clean canvases, the best primers I've tried to date throughout the years. There's been good ones, but these are like literally the best of the best. Also, that little scrambling and stuff in the background, that's Cam. She's gotten real comfortable in the studio. Okay, so we are going to try the palette. Not try, we're gonna play with the palette. I've owned this one. The one that they sent over my way, I put in the giveaway bin. This, I did my review on it. This is an amazing palette. I grabbed the big fluffy brush and I'm dipping into Sunset Rose. And I'm gonna apply that on the top portion of the crease. She has a BoxyCharm box, is that not crazy? I'm gonna take Sunset Rose and I'm gonna apply it on the top portion of the crease. Not directly on the crease, just above it. I'm gonna blend back and forth. I'm gonna bring it up until the beginning of my brow and all the way out. I have empty boxes on this side that go into recycling. I have to crush them up and prep them for recycling. And then on this side, I have baskets of makeup. She grabbed a BoxyCharm box and put it on her little couch, because her couch is in here, the mini couch. And then now she's going through the bins, which contain makeup products I've already sorted out and separated, ready to go. Separated everything so that I could have things ready to go. No, mija, she now she's shopping in the bins and she's taking it back and forth and putting it into the box. Cam is creating her own BoxyCharm variation. That is insane to me. There we have Sunset Rose. It says Sunset Rose, but there's no pink in this. It's really pretty though. I am gonna grab a fluffy eyeshadow brush. This is a BK Beauty brush. BK Beauty has become one of my favorite brush brands. This is an A501. It is a collab with Angie Hot and Flashy. I'm gonna take her, and I think I wanna dip her into the shade. I'm gonna apply that shade on the center of the eye, and I'm gonna bring it out some, but I wanna keep this on the lid itself. I'm gonna take that brush, right? I'm gonna grab a clean paper towel. I'm gonna do one of these. And the only reason why I'm doing that is because I literally just went through and washed all of my brushes between yesterday and today. And I kind of don't want to like dirty that many brushes all at once. I'm gonna do one of these just to take the majority of the pigment off. It's really not gonna clean the brush all the way through. And then I am going to dip it into Hibiscus. Now I like this formula because even the shimmers can be applied with a brush and it applies in such a beautiful way. I'm gonna take Hibiscus and I'm gonna pop her. See how I'm tapping it? I'm not blending back and forth, just kind of tapping her on the inner portion here and kind of mixing her into that matte shade. I don't know if you guys can hear her little footsteps, like just tippy tapping her way around the room. It's kind of cute. At least I find it cute. So you kind of want to go like this and blend it back and forth. You don't want to take away from the matte, but you also don't want there to be like this weird division in between. So once you've applied your shimmer where you want her, you kind of go back and forth like this and it'll give you a really nice blend. Of course, it's not something that's just gonna happen. You kind of have to go back and forth for a little bit, but it works. I'm gonna use the very same brush that we used on the crease. I'm gonna kind of just lightly go back and forth like this, because remember, we added this deeper matte shade, so you kind of want to blend that back and forth. You want to diffuse whatever harsh lines you have. And if you're new to the channel, please make sure you hit the subscribe button. And while you're at it, hit the notification bell so that YouTube lets you know every single time I upload a brand new video and or provide an update over on my community page. And if you don't mind, hit the like button because it really helps my channel out. But of course, I need you guys to be commenting as I go. So make sure you leave me your feedback on the items that I'm using, the things that I'm saying. Do you own this palette? Do you love the palette? Did you miss out on the palette? Because this palette has been featured in other beauty boxes in the past. And look how pretty that gradient is. You have a nice matte, you have some shimmer, it's all working well. It's going from like somewhat lighter to a little darker. We're gonna go darker, don't worry. We just wanna make sure we get a nice gradient before going deeper. I'm gonna use the Alter Ego 1. It is a nice kind of fluffy blending brush, but it's gonna get onto your crease in such a pretty way. I'm gonna dip into Nocturnal, but I'm only gonna dip the tip of the brush. Do you see what I'm saying? Like that little bit. I'm gonna take Nocturnal, I'm gonna tap it out here, and I'm gonna pull out. Now I am gonna dip into the pan a few times, but this is something that I wanna build, which is why we went really light-handed when we tapped into it to begin with. I don't wanna darken the entire crease. However, I wanna add a little pizzazz out on the outer corner. And then with the very same brush we use, you're just gonna diffuse that a little bit because you don't wanna be too harsh either. I feel like I want to add a little something extra to the lash line, so I'm going to go in with a flat synthetic brush into Nocturnal again. I'm going to make sure that the brush is saturated on both sides, and I really want to pick up the product with this. Now this is going to be key because you're going to want to look down at a mirror. I have the one from the palette. I'm going to look down, and I'm going to swerve back and forth as close to the lash line as possible, building the depth of the eyeshadow. And then I'm going to use a fluffy brush to diffuse that a little bit. And with the fluffy brush we used on the crease, I'm gonna blend back and forth on the bottom portion of the eye. You could totally skip this step, but I feel like it adds a little pizzazz to the look. Kind of wraps it all together. I'm gonna curl my lashes and I'm gonna build up the mascara. This mascara is amazing. 2 coats will give you phenomenal results. And if you're wondering, it's the Mellow Way Your Way mascara. Now we're not done with the eyes, the eyeliner. It's an eyeliner and brow pencil. I went on to the Crown Pro website so that I can figure out what do they mean by brows. Technically, if you get a shade that works for your brows, you can use it on your brows and it should be waterproof. That's basically what they're saying. But it's a 2-in-1. That's basically what it is. It's not like it was meant for you to use silver all over the brow. It's just the same formula, I guess. So then a lot of you guys were saying you got 2 pencils, and I was like, well, damn, I only got the 1, but it was cool. Like, whatever, it's not a big deal. And then you guys kept saying, no, girl, look through your mess. You must have dropped it somewhere in there because everyone's getting 2. There were 2. And you guys know me so well, it fell into my mess. So we're gonna use the purple one. It is called the Purple Fairy and by Crown Pro. The thing about her is that she, the formula of the silver was really nice. I'm gonna take the purple one, I'm gonna add it onto my waterline. I added a little bit of an extension to my inner corners so that it'll kind of wrap well with the eye. I'll tell you though, the eyeliner is not a straight up purple, it's more of a lavender. I do think it's a good alternative to a liner on the waterline instead of like the beige that most people, or like a nude that most people would use to help their eyes look a lot bigger. This lavender is actually providing the same effects, if anything. So I think it's pretty. I would totally use it again. Maybe it doesn't work well with this eye look, I'll admit that, but I really wanted to try it so it doesn't hurt, you know? Okay, I'm gonna try the IB Beauty Blush in Sunkiss. I'm gonna start back. Oh, that's really pink. Start back here and bring it forward. For this look, I wish it would have been a little more on the orange side. I'm looking at the eyes and I feel like I want to add a little something on the inner corner. I've tried this blush formula in the past. It's nice, it's pigmented, it blends. It's not chalky and it doesn't go on patchy, so that's nice. I'm gonna use the same brush and I'm gonna try the highlighter because why not? I think this is my first time trying one of their highlighters. This is their Wonderlust shade. This is my first time actually applying. I know I like swatched it and popped it on, but that was with a finger. I'm gonna feather this in because just with the finger it was kind of like in your face and I really had to blend it out, so I'm not even gonna go back in. I'm done. Apply whatever's left on the opposite side, and once again we're feathering it in. You guys, I think I figured out what I'm gonna do on the inner corner. I'm gonna apply some highlighter because look at this, it's gonna look really nice on the inner corner, and then we're gonna pop her in there. Right? It adds to the look for sure. I will say I really like it, and if anything you want to emphasize the eyes a little more, you can go in with falsies. I'm gonna skip the falsies today. I think my lashes look pretty decent. I'm gonna leave it alone. I am gonna apply a lip liner so that we can try the Bella Pierre gloss. It's a holographic gloss situation. And I actually went in with a little bit of Underground by Gerard Cosmetics on the center of the lips, just cause why not, right? Just so that I can get a little more opacity. Now, I'm going to apply Saturn. It is a holographic lip gloss by Bella Pierre. It smelled nice. It looks nice. I really liked it. I didn't think I'd end up keeping it, but it's really nice. It was very comfortable on the lips. It lasted a really long time. It didn't make my lipstick like move around and look and feel weird. It was really good, okay? I think my makeup is done. And here is the completed look, guys. What do you think? Now that you've seen everything in action, what is your feedback? Are you excited to get your box? Did you get your box yet? Are you diving in? Like, I really want to hear your thoughts. I still do think that this box is 100% well worth the $25. I'm actually impressed that it's just $25, and that includes your shipping. Now remember, if you want to snag a box of your own, their link to the website as well as the discount code for your very first box will be located in the description box below. And that is a wrap for yet another video. I really hope you guys have enjoyed it. Don't forget to hit that like button for me, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye, guys.